Man takes apart the magazine, takes out the bullets inside, pulls out the spring inside. Then he picks up pliers, cuts off a piece of the spring, then threads it through cotton string, uses the pliers to clamp it tight, makes sure the spring will not fall off. The man then ties the pliers to the string. Finally he tears off a small piece of scarf, carefully threads it through the spring, rolls it into a ball, and it becomes a bright fishing bait. Just like that, a simple fishing rod is ready. Teammate Matt curiously takes the hook. He does not believe it can catch fish, but still cannot pull the fish up. Instead, the bait and hook are eaten clean. They wanted to use the leftover materials to make another hook and keep fishing, but the scorching sun makes everyone dizzy. They have no strength left to try. The captain and the man wrap their heads with clothes. That makes them feel a little better, but young Matt is still full of energy. He faces the blazing sun, makes another hook and throws it into the sea. Keeps waiting for fish to bite, but he waits a long time, and no fish bite the hook. Hunger and heat keep torturing Matt, so he returns to the life raft to think of another way, but with no fresh water and food supply. Everyone is starving and weak, and under the burning sun, they suffer unbearable heat. Their bodies start to dehydrate. At this point, the man cannot sit still. He scoops up seawater wanting to drink, but the captain tells him to put it down quickly. Drinking seawater will not quench thirst. It will only kill you faster. The captain's words make the man despair, but most of his body water is already gone. If they keep sitting like this, they will surely die. Captain fears he will cut the raft and stops him, but Matt is already starving and delirious. Not only does he ignore the captain, he grips the knife tight and stabs wildly into the water.
I hit the raft! I hit the raft! God, you idiot! Don't move! I'll get the cement! I hit the raft!
The three are stunned. No time to think. They throw all their strength and grab the shark tightly. Then Matt keeps stabbing with the knife. After a dozen stabs, the shark is finally subdued, but they do not celebrate. They quickly cut open the shark belly, clean the bloodstains off the raft. But just after cleaning, a commotion comes from the sea. They stare wide-eyed, not knowing what to do. On the empty sea, a group of sharks smell the blood and swim over from all directions. Soon they surround the raft. The three dare not relax. They hold guns, nervously watching around, ready to fight the sharks. But from afternoon till dark, the sharks never attack. Seeing the dark sea staying quiet, Matt thinks the danger is gone. He leans on the raft edge, ready to wash his face to wake up. But as soon as he puts his hand in the water, a shark suddenly appears and bites his right hand hard. Soon the rain grows heavier. It washes away the blood smell and gives them precious fresh water. The next morning, with the blood smell gone, the sharks leave the raft. The sea finally returns to peace. After solving food and water, the three realize staying at sea is not a long-term plan. So the captain takes a pencil from his pocket and draws a sea chart on a life jacket. He uses his navigation knowledge to confirm their current position. That is not all. The captain tells Matt to untie ropes from the raft edge, then ties them to life jackets and throws them into the sea as underwater sails for power, planning to use the current and wind to carry them to land. But a week later, they still drift on the endless sea, not even a shadow of an island in sight. Worse still, the stored fish meat is already gone. They can only pray to reach land before starving to death. The captain not only is unafraid, but overjoyed to find food. He quickly jumps into the sea and swims toward the albatross. But before they can be happy, they see the blood smell attracts sharks again. Even though the sharks chase fiercely, the captain, trained and skilled, quickly swims back to the raft, climbs up just before the shark bites, escaping death. The three survivors have no time to rest. They divide the bird meat into 3 parts and eat it, but the meat is too little to fill their stomachs to lead them out of the sea. With encouragement from the 2 pilots, the captain is no longer depressed. He cuts open his shoes with a knife, throws away the uppers, then punches 2 holes in the shoes, turning them into paddles, letting Matt and the man row by hand toward the new direction. But their ordeal is not over. Before they make much progress, the sea turns dark. A storm is coming. The captain orders them to put on life jackets, but before he finishes speaking, a wave crashes in. The surge sweeps the captain away, or they will all drown. Under the captain's guidance, the 3 work together, finally climb back on the raft, but with raging wind and waves, the danger is still great. They huddle in the raft, enduring storm and waves. After a night, the storm ends, but the 3 are exhausted. They can barely open their eyes. Yet even so, they refuse to give up. After regaining some strength, they row with their hands instead of paddles, weak strokes pushing forward. Seeing land, the 3 are overjoyed. Hope of survival before their eyes gives them endless strength. They rush to the raft edge and slowly move toward shore. After countless dangers, the 3 strong men finally land on the beach. They hold each other up and walk toward signs of people.